Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to Not Your Average Glow Up. This is a safe place where we talk all things mental health, spirituality, and quite a bit of tarot. If this is your first video with me, hi, my name is Sammy. So happy to have you. Today is a collective tarot reading, so it's not a pick a card. This is just to jump in and do a little energy check with the general collective. I like to do that a few times a year. Please don't mind the sound of the rain. I'm staying at my mom's, so I don't have my my usual workspace. I personally find the rain quite relaxing, so I hope you find it therapeutic and it doesn't bother you too bad. Friendly reminder that this is a collective reading, so if it does not resonate, that one does not make me a bad tarot reader. Two, it doesn't mean that you're not psychically inclined or tuned in. It just simply means that you're not a part of this specific collective that I am tapping into. I went ahead and pre-pulled some cards just to get an idea of where you guys are at and what's going on in your journey. I do want to say that this generalized storyline is resonating with me specifically. That tends to happen in my collective readings a lot. My collective is pretty lined up with me energetically, and I find that so beautiful because that means that I can use my life experiences and what's going on in my world to help illustrate core concepts, spiritual teachings, and lessons to you in the 3D. All right, that being said, let's jump on in. Today I'm using the Good Tarot. This is one of my tried and true decks. I'm obsessed with the Good Tarot. I love it a lot. I use many other tarot decks on this channel, but something about the Good Tarot just hits different. I do utilize the booklet for the Good Tarot because yes, these cards have the same general meanings as every other tarot deck, 212 on the clock, but the Good Tarot has these deep insights. I love the way the author Colette Baron Reed talks about these cards and describes the illustrations in the booklet, so I will reference the booklet in some of this reading today. All right, first things first, I pulled from the Spirits of Oracle deck, and you guys are showing up thunder, lightning, nice. You guys are showing up as the Loon Intuitive and the Butterfly Rebirth. I love this as an energetic check-in for you guys. One, that means that you guys are psychically tapped in. Love that for you. And two, I'm getting that you guys are in the cocoon stage. I'm getting deeply almost hermit energy with you guys at this point in time, but it's intentionally hermit. It is going within, reflecting on all that you've been through as of recently. It is deciding to take some time for yourself, collect your thoughts. You're going through a deeply transitional period of time in your life, 3:33 on the clock, and it's time for you to rest and recoup and get alone for a minute, get alone with spirit, meditate, do some journaling, do some shadow work, so that you can emerge as this beautiful butterfly that you're meant to be. The Loon is deeply intuitive. It says, listen to the song of your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Spirit is calling you in this particular season of your life to seek solitude. Later on, spoiler alert, Spirit is going to call you out of that because you need to co-create and collaborate with others. That'll be later on in the reading. But right now, Spirit's needing you to get alone and get clear on your vision, what you want, where you see yourself going. You're being called to go within, to wrap yourself up in a nice warm hug in your little cocoon, turn to goo. I have a tarot reading on my tarot reading playlist on this channel. This is I Am Goo and You Are Too. Spirit is calling me to tell you that if you feel called to watch that video, to please go do that. Because there might be additional messages for you. This is a timeless reading, so If you are finding this at whatever period in time, whether it's 3 years from now, whatever, if it resonates, take it. Okay, so that's where you're at now, okay? So I asked Spirit at the top of the spread, how, from your perspective, what is going on in your life, emotionally and spiritually? Like, how are you perceiving this season in your life, okay? This going within this cocoon goo season. The goo season is pretty rough, okay? So you are showing up in very optimistic and very hopeful energy, which I love to see it, okay? So you're showing up with the Ace of Earth and the Sun card, okay? Both of these cards are about gratitude. They're about abundance. They're about having an abundance mindset, about dreaming of the future, okay? So I like the booklet, so I'm going to read some notes that I took when reflecting on the booklet. The Sun card, something that stood out to me, is said, at this time, everything is possible. I share this abundance with others, okay? And then the Ace of Pentacles says, I recognize many forms of abundance and I align myself with success. I make gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. Love the mentality. Love this growth-oriented mindset that you are in. So I asked Spirit, well, what has happened in your recent life to help you step into this abundance, but in the small things mindset? And you've got the Ten of Water in reverse and the World in reverse. And this is quite ugly energy. This is like a bad breakup or shakeup in your home, possibly losing your housing. This is something really emotional happening to you, feeling like your opportunities or your future goals with the World card coming out in reverse have been taken from you. So you might have recently had a breakup or been fired from your job or something of that nature that had you feeling unstable. Like, oh shit, all of my plans, everything that I had planned on doing has now been taken away, okay? I recently had this happen to me in the form of a breakup. I had everything set in stone. I was planning on moving out in the summer. I had a job lined up in Milton with three friends that were going to be roommates. I had everything lined up. Well, then ugly breakup happens. Out of spite, baby daddy decides custody battle needs to happen. I can't move to Milton because Gianna has to finish school here and all kinds of craziness. So it's like that plan that I had, that feeling of stability, that everything that I thought was going to happen, like, just completely got shooken up. And that's the energy that I'm getting here for you, okay? However, you are making lemons, you're making lemonade out of lemons, okay? You are like, okay, not all is lost. I have an opportunity to share my story and to help others through this. I see the blessings even in the little that I have. I see blessings all around me. I see the gold that I can make from it. You almost have like a thrifty mentality, but in the physical material world. It's like going through your pantry and realizing you only have ramen noodles, but being like, you know what, fuck yeah, I love ramen noodles, you know? Or like you have to stay with your friends right now because you just lost your housing, and you're like, you know what, I've really missed these friends. This is great to be able to spend some quality time with them. Or like maybe you've lost your job, but you had a passion project that you've been putting on the back burner for forever because your career, your job that you were in was taking up so much of your time that you didn't have time to do what you were passionate about. So now you're like, you know what? While I'm in between work, I'm going to write that book, or I'm going to film those videos, or I'm going to make a phone call to that person I've been wanting to collaborate with for years. I literally did this just yesterday. I was talking on the phone with one of my friends. We FaceTimed for 3 hours, And I was like, hey, I want to run an idea by you. And I want you to tell me like what your thoughts on it, poke holes in it, see what I need to like really meditate on, what I need to, do, because I don't know, like the specific passion project that I'm in the very beginning stages of is I had an idea about a type of housing for women and children, and it's something that I've never seen done before. It's not like a housing for troubled youth. It's not like a housing like a rehabilitation center. It's not anything like I've seen before. It's not Christian based. It's not any of that. It's creativity based. And without going into too much detail, because it is in the very beginning stages, I had this dream and this vision and this goal for this housing, and I ran it past a friend yesterday, and the idea came to me simply because I was talking to other friends who are single moms, whom are creatives and intuitives, and who, because of an unexpected breakup or a career shift, they too kind of had to put their dreams and their goals and their ambitions on the back burner to stay in the survival mode. Because when you have kids, it's like they come first, they are priority. You have to be able to pay the bills, you have to be able to buy food, all of that. So it's like, if it's not responsible to be the struggling artist when kids are relying on you for stability. So having a conversation with my friend Natalia about her, sacrificing some of her dreams for stability, and then me currently sacrificing a little bit of stability to chase this dream, this goal, to one day be able to completely and totally financially support myself and be completely financially independent solely off of tarot. Right now I'm having to have roommates, and I'm having to sacrifice some of that independence, some of that stability. And I had the idea of, okay, here's the issue. How can we solve it? By making an environment that both provides financial security and stability, whilst also providing a stable place where you can be creative and you can cultivate your dreams. So I see you doing something similar. I see you in a state that in the 3D world seems like all is lost, but you're like, no, there's something beautiful here. I see the ingredients here. I see that I could cook up something new. I see that I don't have everything I need in a material sense, but I have everything I need faith-based, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I see that right now you're taking this time to be by yourself and to cultivate this dream, this goal, this vision. And then once you fully realize 33, so 333, once this dream is fully realized, I see you with the 3 of water and the page of fire, pitching this idea to trusted people, because you realize that this dream is something that needs to be cultivated in a group. This is something that you need to collaborate with. For me, most definitely, starting up like a foundation or a housing or whatever. I don't know how to do that. So, that's something that I would have to collaborate with others with. You'd have to get the funding, you'd have to get the licensing, the insurancing, all that, right? So, same with writing a book. This isn't about me. So you want to write a book. Well, you got to speak to publishers. You got to get an editor. You got to do this. You got to do that, right? Say you wanted to take a YouTube channel to the next level. Maybe you're wanting to expand your team. You're wanting to hire some editors, some videographers, so on and so forth, right? Okay, so I see you fully realizing this, and then in the very near future, having a conversation with some like-minded people. And when I tell you there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that had the word co-creation in this booklet. 5 different cards said co-creation. This is not something you're meant to do alone. 505 on the clock. I repeat, this is not something you're meant to do alone. And the reason I'm stressing that is because I'm seeing introverted, solitary, hermit-like energy all over this reading. You're meant to be in hermit mode now so you can realize who you are and where you're going in your vision for the future, but you're meant to come out of this hermit mode. Don't get comfortable and complacent being by yourself. Sometimes solitude can be quite comfortable. Trust me, I'm an introvert, okay? Trust me, I'm a Taurus. I can get real comfortable being at home by myself. But this vision, this goal for the future is something 15:55 on the clock, is something that you're meant to do with others. Spirit is saying you can trust these people. You'll know when it's the right people because you will have a shared vision. I'm now thinking of Yes Theory, and I'm thinking specifically of their podcast and when they were talking about how they met and how they had a shared vision for this YouTube channel and Project 30. It's going to be similar to that. It's going to be one of those situations where it's very serendipitous, where these people almost seemingly fall out of the sky. It's like you run into them at a party and they start talking about how they want to build I don't know, I'll use my example. Like, say I run into this girl and she's like, I'm actually currently working on this homeschool curriculum because I don't like the education system in America. And I'm sitting here like, holy shit, that's really weirdly aligned with what I'm wanting to do with this housing, right? Because I want it to be a creativity based place for women and children. So then I ask more questions about this curriculum that this person is wanting to design, right? And then I'm like, oh my God, we could use this, right? And then say you meet somebody else and they're like, actually, I'm actually wanting to start this this foundation because of this, and this. And it's like you guys all share a similar dream. And then when you, in talking to each other and sharing these passions and sharing these future goals, you realize that you're meant to do it together. There'd be no shadow of a doubt. It'll feel instantaneously comfortable. It'll feel right. Even if you just met them for the first time, it'll feel like you've known them your entire life, right? Okay. So then you got the Ace of Water and the Six of Air. Beautiful. I love that it's a rainy day today. This is perfect to illustrate this, okay? 55 might be an angel number. The Six of Air, right, is about venturing out onto turbulent waters in order to get somewhere. 808 on the clock. So this is like, imagine being stranded on an island for a while. Like, in the past, you've gone through some heartbreak. You might have lost your job. You might have gone through a breakup, and you might feel stranded, right? You might be like, oh my God, I'm stuck on this island forever. I don't have the resources I need. I'm barely surviving out here. I'm going to starve to death, okay? And imagine realizing that you see a oasis type island off in the coastline. It's far enough where there's like shark infested water and the water's kind of turbulent and the current's kind of strong, but you can see it. You can see fruit trees. You can see a waterfall and fresh water. You can see, that island is abundant, right? But in order to get there, you're gonna have to take a leap of faith, build a little life raft, and pray and hope that you can make it there. I see you taking this risk. I see you venturing out into turbulent waters. 909 on the clock, okay? I see you venturing out onto turbulent waters in pursuit of this passion project. This is not a little project. This is not like an entrepreneurial business idea that's like, oh yeah, this will make me money. This is not a money grab. This is something that you have heart in. This is something that you would do even if it failed, like financially. This is something that you would want to pursue even if you didn't make a penny on it. This is about your heart. This is about making the world a better place. This is about this is about something that both pours into you and you pour into others. This is about going from a me mentality and going into a we mentality. Like, what can I do for the collective good? So if this idea that you have is very me oriented, this reading is not for you, okay? All right, so that's what I see. That's your energy check. If you'd like to ask a yes or no question, go ahead and think of it now. I'm going to use the Illuminator's Oracle deck, the Illuminator's Amulet deck, which essentially acts as a magic 8-ball. I will warn you though, it doesn't always say yes or no. Sometimes it says maybe, sometimes it says it's an enigma. Sometimes they don't want to give you direct answers because they want you to tap into your intuition. You did have the Loon card, which means that you are deeply intuitive. So in this time of solitude and rest and reflection and hermit mode, Spirit is calling you to get in touch with your intuition. Do some shadow work, do some journaling, start a dream journal, practice tarot and divination, meditate daily, okay? So think of a yes or no question. I'm going to pull a card and see. All right. All right, let's see. A block exists, okay? Spirit's telling me you know what that block is. So if you get this block out of the way, whether it's a person, you break up with them, you cut them off, whether it's you need to quit a job, whether it's, you know, whatever it is, okay? If you choose to remove this block, yes or no, Spirit? Attune your needs, continue manifesting this. Perfect, beautiful. Okay, so if a block exists, you need to attune your needs and you need to get this situation under control. 22, 11 on the clock. I've actually been seeing that number a lot. And in reverse, 1122. Okay? All right, Spirit, I'm going to pull from the self-care deck and ask Spirit how you can better show up for yourself and love yourself. Spirit, is this upright or reverse? Okay, it's upright. How you can better show up for yourself and love yourself so that you can get yourself in order and you can manifest this, get your energy in check, all that beautiful jazz. This is a mental health channel where we focus on healing. I'm not just here to predict your future. Your future is in your hands, honey, because you got free will. Okay? So what can you do? How can you take action to bring this in quicker for you? Speed this thing up. We ain't got time to waste. You only got one life. Let's do something with it, right? Beautiful. Love it. All right. So Spirit is talking about physicality here. Take this only if it resonates, but for angel number 44 might be for you. You got the sex card here, okay? Spirit is talking to me about being mindful of the sex that you have. There's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with exploring your sensuality. That's beautiful. 44 on the clock when I said that, so that's an angel number for somebody. There's absolutely nothing wrong with sex, okay? However, Spirit's saying, like, if you are being super promiscuous and you're not being selective about who you connect with intimately, that you need to be more mindful about that. If you have been closed off sexually and it's not because of a religious belief or something like that, Spirit's saying that it is safe to open up and to be intimate with the right people, okay? Spirit's also wanting you to get outside more, to take a walk, to get physical, right? Both of these are very physical cards. They're also wanting you to meditate more. I was saying that, and then you got building strength, exercise, right? Also, cleansing baths or saltwater pools might be really important for you, okay? So those are things that you can do in this time to help get yourself hydrate, drink water. Read more, research. If you've got a passion project and it's never been done before, or it's not something that you like went to school for, Spirit's saying research this, do the work. If you're going to pitch this idea to like a big corporation, you want to be well researched. You don't want to pitch a half-hearted, half-assed idea, right? So do the research, read up on it. Look for fairies. To me, this is like look for the magic in the little things, okay? And then aromatherapy. I specifically got sage, and then I was getting citrusy smells. So yeah. All right. I hope that resonated with you. I am accepting personal readings at this time. The link for that is in the Dropbox. Click the Dropbox. You will see my Instagram. You can message me on Instagram to book a private read for me. All of my prices are listed on my Instagram. By supporting this channel, booking a private reading with me, tipping on my Venmo or whatever that's linked below. I never require it, but by doing that, you're supporting my dream, okay? Right now, I'm in between housing. I'm staying with parents. I am doing some online courses, going back to school. I'm hunting for a stable and secure job. But I don't want to get in survival mode and give up on this dream. I have goals. I have visions for the future. This is what I'm passionate about. This is not just a money grab for me. However, I'm a mom, a single mom with 2 kids. So you need money to pay the bills and all that. So by booking a personal reading with me, it's this beautiful energetic exchange because I get to meet you. I get to know what's going on in your life. I get to dive a lot deeper. My readings are super detailed. Like when you book an hour-long reading with me, which is, by the way, it's $100 an hour unless I'm running a giveaway, which I do a few times a year, or unless it's like a holiday. It's $100 an hour, right? But I have a background in psychology, so it is deeply healing. It's more of a therapy session. And that hour-long reading for you, I already have so many cards pulled out on the table. You're getting every single second of that hour. I'm not wasting time and talking your ear off and stuff for an hour. We're jumping in. So I pull energy before I ever even talk to you. Then I ask you, does that resonate? And then you get the opportunity to say yes or no or ask more questions, and I pull more cards. You can use every second of that hour, okay? I do astrology reads, birth chart reads. I've recently started the Gene Keys, so you can book a Gene Keys reading with me. I can do a combination of the 3. If you are new to tarot and it's your first tarot personalized reading, I can walk you through exactly what I'm doing, so you know I'm not bullshitting you. 818 on the clock. But yes, so if you feel called to do it, please book a reading with me. My schedule is pretty open right now. I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like to donate to this channel, also completely and totally would be so incredibly grateful, but you never have to feel obligated to. If this reading resonated with you, please come back, like, subscribe, comment. It's the quickest and easiest way that is completely free of charge that you can show me love and support, help me grow my channel, by leaving a little comment, by giving it a thumbs up, by pressing that share button and texting this reading to a friend you think could benefit from it. That is the easiest way you can show support for this channel, so that I can continue along this path and continue to pursue my dreams. I love you, and I thank you for everything. Bye.